What happens when you mix the short and funny skits from Robot Chicken and the creativeness of China, Illinois? A very, very weird show we are going to be talking about today on this week's What the Fuck Randomness.
Let's get random.
One, two, three, four. Brad Neely's Harg Nallin Sclopio Peepio. Brad Neely's Harg Nallin Sclopio Peepio.
Brad Neely's Harg Nallin Sclopio Peepio. Boy, that sure is a mouthful.
That's what she said.
But anyways, I bet I could tell for some people like myself, we thought this was gonna be more China, Illinois, right?
But it's wrong!
But not at all. It was just teased to us just because it's the same animation as China, Illinois. But we said, hey, we'll give it a shot. We saw the previews. Although the show barely came out, I wanted to give my 2 cents about it, so it's gonna be a very brief look into this very, very interesting Adult Swim show. First off, let me start by saying I really liked China, Illinois. It was very odd, yet very interesting at the same time. It was a very intricate show to watch. Is that the right word? I don't know. But I do know that this show did gain some hate for how odd or how weird it was, but I still liked it nonetheless. Anyways, there hasn't been much news about China, Illinois recently, and that's when this show was announced. Brad Neely's Harg Nallin Sclopio Peepio. Just the name in itself, you know that this is gonna be one random show. From first glance, it just looked like a revamped China, Illinois. But it was completely different. As I said in the beginning, it feels like as if they took the multiple skit aspect from Robot Chicken and the animation from China, Illinois and made this show, which sounds bad, but in retrospect, it really isn't. When I first saw the show air, I was a bit skeptic, but overall, it actually made me laugh. I remember explaining it to one of my friends once when we were playing some games as the show was going on, and my god, just hearing myself, that show made me break out into laughter. Although this show is funny, I would understand if some found it boring. Although it is a skit-based show, there can be some skits that aren't funny.
See something, say something. See something, say something.
Or just don't make sense at all. But sometimes the no transitions between skits can be hilarious. One moment you're seeing a man with a skin disease talking about his weird fetish, and the next thing you know, you're watching Selena Gomez start a fire. It's the sheer randomness of this show is what got me hooked. And this randomness forms itself into weird ideas that haven't been thought of, even if something's really obscure that can't happen or can happen, but it's highly likely to happen. Like a stripper with a booger.
Stripper with the booger.
And what makes it worth watching as well is that if you're a fan of China, Illinois, there are some cameos of some characters from the show.
My dog is a ghost. My dog is a ghost.
So I give that a plus. But that's all that I could talk about at this moment because there's only a few episodes, so I can't really go in depth about it yet. I'm gonna wait until like at least a couple more weeks until more of this show comes out, and I'll go a little bit more in depth on it. Maybe make this a part 2 sort of thing. But anyways though, my final verdict for Brad Neely's Harg Nallin Sclopio Peepio, this sure gets my seal of approval. See, look at that. It's a little seal. Look at him. Aw. So cute. In retrospect, I believe this show is basically telling us, hey, China, Illinois is dead, but hey, why don't you look at this? It's like a remembrance of China, Illinois. So if you haven't seen Brad Neely's Harg Nallin Sclopio Peepio, then give it a shot. But that's all I have to talk about for today, folks. I hope you all enjoy it, and see you all next time in the next What the Fuck Randomness.
That will teach you to keep your eyes open.